This is Mater, one of our 25 sulcatas. He is a male from Maryland. He's the result of a child's fascination with tortoises on TikTok and a parent that didn't know what she was getting into. They bought Mater as a baby, size of a 50-cent piece, and put him in a tortoise table, a small 2-foot by 2-foot enclosure, and he just got bigger and bigger. Mater is 4 years old, and for all 4 of those years he lived in a 2-foot by 2-foot box basically. When one of the older children would come over and was able to take him out in the backyard, they would do that, but that wasn't very often. When Mater got to us, we could tell immediately that there was major problems. He was lame in the front right leg. He couldn't use it. We contacted the previous owner and asked her if there was something that she knew about that caused this injury, and she said she wasn't aware of anything. Well, after some further investigation by her, talking to her children, she found out that at some point Mater had gotten a piece of tarp wrapped around his leg, and it was there for at least a week, if not longer. We got Mater just in time. It looks like he's going to be able to keep his leg. He's gaining more and more movement in it every day. And we saved a tortoise from being 3-legged. If the owner would have waited any longer, he would have definitely have had to lose his leg. This enclosure that he's in right now is pretty small, and that's to limit the amount of walking that he does. And the reason for that is we don't want him to build bad habits. We want to make sure that he can exercise. We want to make sure that he has adequate space to be able to move around and not feel confined. But again, he grew up in a box in the corner of a room. So this to him is plenty big enough. He does not sleep outside. Because of his history, we actually put him inside of a plastic tote, and he comes inside and sleeps inside by the wood stove. He feels a lot more comfortable in a small confined space when he wants to go to bed. Huh, Mater? He still has a long way to go, but he's come a long way in just the short time that we've had him. No one was sure if he would ever even walk again. And as you can see, he's walking pretty good. Mater's story is a perfect example of the pure torture that a tortoise can live through. The owner and her daughter, they didn't know what they were doing was torture. They didn't know what they were doing was anything out of the ordinary, because all the information that they had seen, that's what people did. Mater's going to get to live like a tortoise in the outdoors and not inside of a box. But he's lucky. There's so many tortoises that are kept in poor conditions, neglected, and their owners, because of bad information, truly do not understand what they're doing is not right. Here at Joshua Tree Reptile Haven, we have tortoises shipped from all over the country. And the reason why is there just is not enough places that will provide forever homes to tortoises. Because tortoises' lifespan is so long, they really need special housing. They need somewhere that's safe for longer than most people live. There's not a lot of places that'll do that. As a matter of fact, we don't know of any other one besides us. There's a lot of rescues that specialize in sulcatas, and there's tortoise rescues as well. But their focus is take the tortoise in, assess it, and then rehome it. Here, that's not what we do. We do whatever it takes to get the tortoise and provide the tortoise a forever home. For some of these animals, the way they lived wasn't any kind of living. So if we can do our part to help an animal have a life, we don't see what's wrong with that. And Mater, he doesn't see anything wrong with it either. Thanks for watching and learning a little bit more about tortoises.